Trust the profits. It's a formula here coming to you straight off of a tooth extraction. That's right. So I'm all wadded up with bloody gauze here. Sounding like Don Corleone trying to talk to you about the Arkansas Derby. But let's not let a little bit of dental surgery get in our way of talking about the Arkansas Derby. Let's look at the past first. We got to understand the past to understand the present. Am I right? So last year we had Muth running in this race, second place, Just Steel, third place. A little horse named Mystic Dan. Heard of him? Of course you have. Follow the show, you know all about Mystic Dan. Winner of the Kentucky Derby last year. Moving on though. What does it take in this race? So I've got a couple things highlighted here. I've got the sub 150 race times highlighted. I'm looking at this as being in order to make a dent in the Derby. If you have a real horse here, you want to see them run a sub 149. Ideally, a sub one. I say 149. A sub 150. Ideally, a sub 149. If we look at some of the horses here, Muth last year with a 149, meaning Mystic Dan had probably about a 149, 150 himself, and still pulled around a nice derby. So it's not a perfect exact science here. Angel Vampire ran a sub 150 third place, but then you look at the 148s. Got yourself an American Pharaoh here. That's looking pretty good. Am I right? Classic Empire came in fourth with a 148.93 in the Arkansas Derby. Came in fourth in the Derby is what I mean. Get some 149s in there. Some of them have done all right. And then you got Nadal and Charlatan in there. In their year, I mean, they were just bombers. A 1-2 punch from Baffert before they both fell off of the Derby trail due to injury. Yeah, Nadal, Charlatan. Missed those horses. They were very solid, exciting horses, but of course they both fell to the wayside with injury. Nadal we never saw again off the Derby trail and off of racing. Charlatan we saw pop up a couple more times after that, but yeah, should be a good race. Whoever comes out of this as a winner should be going to the Derby, just unless there's some other unforeseen circumstances come up. And hopefully we don't see any of that. Hopefully we see on March 29th, 2025, an outstanding race called the Arkansas Derby at Oaklawn Park, a G1 worth
$1 million.
and a half. 9 furlongs on dirt, 9 horses entered in, many of which we've seen before. Let's get down to it. Brereton's Baytown. Not exciting. I'm sorry, guys. 8th at the Rebel, going off at 188 to 1, starting off in the back, 20 lengths back, and advancing to 8th, 11 lengths off of Cole Battle, beating his odds for what it's worth. And it's not worth a whole lot. Really a horse that had seen some work in Laurel Park, but 2 wins in 10 races, running at Laurel Park. I'm going down to the note that I carried over from the Rebel. This horse here is an insta-toss. First division, Kenny McPeak, BJ Hernandez loading up with yet another horse here. 1, 1, and 1 and 3. Last time out, running 8.5 furlongs and allowance optional claimer at Oaklawn Park. This Oaklawn Park starting off 6 lengths off the pace and closing to lose by just a head to Best Friend Rocket, who ran a 144.89. Not too shabby. This is going to be a closer here, a third tier closer, as I mentioned before. That's 6 to 8 length range, maybe a little bit closer. We'll see what happens for first division, but probably going to need a bit of a pace breakdown for things to go his way. And who knows? There's some pace heavy horses in this race, as I'm giving you my Don Corleone impression, that could end up creating the right situation for a horse like this. We'll see. Publisher, Steve Asmussen, Flavian Pratt, 4th at the Rebel, 15 lengths off the pace in that one. Then gearing up at that 3/4 mile mark, still getting a loss there, 4 lengths behind Cole Battle. I keep expecting to see something from Publisher. I do dig this horse, but he just hasn't found the right situation yet. We'll see. 6th place at the Southwest Stakes was 7 lengths off at the half-mile mark. So we're talking about a bit of a deeper closer here. Getting pushed into the rail by American Promise. Oh, down the stretch and finishing 7+ back of Speed King. Second in a maiden special weight. Now we're not going to get into that. This is a deep closer who is yet to see his heyday. I'm expecting to see at some point though for Publisher. Best friend Rocker, we just talked about him. Winner of 130K, 8.5 furlong allowance optional claimer at this Oaklawn Park. Stalking landing craft early and closing for a win by a head over first division. Previous to that, another Laurel Park horse. Some more success than Brereton Baytown. Um, 3 wins and 1 3rd place in 6 races. So yeah, 2 of those wins, I believe, came at Laurel Park. Been pretty successful there. Dwayne Lucas, Nick Juarez, Dwayne Lucas loading it back up with another horse for the Arc. Speed King, 2 wins in 4 races, 1 2nd place. 10th at the Rebel, though. Setting up off the pace, surprisingly, because this is a horse, if you look at his previous races, is on the pace or is the pace himself. Not having enough to close, 15 lengths off of Coal Battle. Did win the Southwest Stakes to some of our surprise. Yeah. It's going gate to wire there, beating Sandman by 1 length. 145 with his finish. Second at the springboard, setting the pace. Coal Battle was able to pass him up in that one. And then his first time out, going gate to wire in that one. Yeah, Rafael Bejarano going to get back on the mount here for Speed King, a horse that definitely wants to see the pace. Sandman. Christian Torres, previous jockey, moving up to Jose Ortiz for Sandman. 3rd at the Rebels, starting out 13 lengths off the pace, closing the gap to 1 3/4 length loss to Coal Battle and Modicat Road. 2nd at the Southwest after a bad start there, 8 lengths off the pace. Moved his way up, closed to within 1 length of Speed King. So this is a horse here that he's always in the conversation, kind of like a Just Steel last year. Always in the conversation, the Sandman. But never really seeming to get that big stakes win. Definitely could happen for him here at Arkansas, especially as we said, if he is reliant on that pace breaking down. Got a couple of horses here, could be setting that up for him. Monet's Magic. Yeah, 2 wins in 7 races, 5th at the Southwest Stakes, bouncing around in traffic from 5 lengths back to 9 lengths back, then moving back up to 5th behind Speed King, 5 lengths behind him. So bounced around a little bit there, couldn't find his way, ended up not having such a great race. Another horse that likes to set up 6 to 7 lengths off the pace, winner of an allowance optional claimer, going 8 furlongs previous to the Southwest at Oaklawn, beating Heavenville by half a length. Yeah, so another closer here, this time out from Ben Colebrook. Coal Battle, winner of the Rebel, starting 7 lengths off the pace in that one. In 5th place, advancing up to take the lead by the stretch, beating Modicat Road by 1 1/4 lengths. Winner of the Smarty Jones, going gate to wire. So a horse that's done it a couple different ways. And the springboard, starting out in the back, working his way up to a half-length win over Speed King. Horse that just keeps winning. That's a comment I had last time when we were looking at him for the Rebel Stakes. Carrying it over here, 5 wins in 7 races for the Alani Briley horse. Cornucopian. Yeah, so Cornucopian here. Let me just check on one thing for us here. Cold Battle. Yep. Cornucopian. We were talking about speed before, and here comes Cornucopian. People are losing their poop over Cornucopian. And you can understand why. He's a winner of a 6 furlong maiden special at Oaklawn, going gate to wire, beating Zero Sugar by 5 3/4 lengths in that one, dropping a 109.02. Very solid 6 furlong. Yeah, Bob Baffert, John Velasquez, Into Mischief is the sire. Into Mischief is just all over these races. And all he's done is run a 6 furlong maiden special weight race. Now, the reason people are losing their minds is because broke his maiden in February, running a 6 furlong maiden special that got, a 3-digit buyer or whatever. But yeah, that's the model set by Charlatan. That's the model set by Justify before him. So people are used to seeing this from a Baffert horse in February. And I think they're trying to see it get recreated and trying to take Cornucopian and fit him into that box. I'm not ready to put him there just yet. I would love to see this horse run 2 turns. Love to see him run a mile, let alone 6 furlongs, to make sure that his first 6 furlongs are indicative of what his final race times are going to be in a 9 furlong race. I mean, we don't know if he's going to slow down, obviously into mischief. Probably not going to be the case. Probably going to be a pretty solid horse, but I am not gonna ship him for the Triple Crown just yet, like I've seen some people comment on. Gotta see. Gotta wait and see. We are at the end though. So I'm gonna say Sandman. This is the time for Sandman to win, in my opinion. He's gonna get a win. I think Arkansas Derby. I feel like it's happening for this horse. My value play here is Publisher. I keep waiting to see Publisher win as well. This is my wait and see picks here. After that, you got to put in Cornucopia and you got to put in Coal Battle. Coal Battle just keeps winning. Cornucopian, my gosh, if Baffert's shipping him over here, he's probably, even at 7-5 morning line, he's not one that you're going to want to ignore, right? Right. I think you guys agree. If not, let me know in the comments. Have a little bit of fun out there, and hope you all have a lovely day.